Welcome back to another quick DIY home decor session. Today we are going to make this Fox Moroccan tile coasters in a wooden finish. So today I'm going to use this thick MDF, and today's prompt for the day 3 of Crafty December is using stencils. This is a craft collaboration. This is Mansa here from Upcycle, and I am collaborating with Ranjita, handmade by Ranjita. You can find the details in the description box. I am going to use this wooden tint to give fox wood-like finish to my MDF coasters. So I am taking a generous amount of wooden tint. These are the wood stains, and adding little amount of water to water them out, so that the color wouldn't be too dark and bright. I am taking the walnut color and giving it a walnut-like finish, walnut wood finish to my MDF coasters. Now since my coasters are MDF, they are porous surface and the stain would instantly seep in and dry. So this is one good advantage of using the surface. So I'm applying a thin even coat on all the sides, including the edges. And now once these are dry, I'll come back and add one more layer over the edges to give it a little vintage and worn out look. So you kind of see a little stain around the border. So I'll finish on all the 4 sides. Now I'm using a washi tape and adding on all the 4 edges. I am planning to paint the remaining part of the coaster, so I'm just creating a border to this using a washi tape. You can either draw with a pencil and paint carefully in the inside. This washi tape just makes my job easier. Make sure you're adhering it properly and fixing and burnishing on all the sides so that the paint doesn't seep into the borders. So now I'll finish on all the sides for all the 4 coasters. Now I'm taking a cream color chalk paint and dry brushing it. Dry brushing because I wanted that vintage and worn out finish. So just shabbily paint it all over. It doesn't matter how clean you do this step. So preferably take a lighter color for this step, so that what we are going to do next in the stenciling part would be shown bright. So I'm done, and these are dried perfectly. Now I'm using this stencil. These are square stencils that come in like 6 patterns or so. These are from Craft Treat, and I'm taking a stencil brush. This is in the size 6, I believe, and now I'm taking little and very little paint onto your brush. Load your brush and then dab it onto the other surface, and then dab it carefully onto the stencil. This way there wouldn't be any other excess paint, and you will be able to stencil it properly. Take as little paint as you want and add colors on the go. Now I'm taking a little blue and repeating the step. Take little paint, remove the excess onto the other surface, and then you can either do circular motions or dab it depending upon the output that you would like. Here I'm like kind of blending the colors together, so I'm doing circular motions and stippling based on the requirement. Now I'll add a little red onto the top using the other brush. Stenciling kind of requires very little paint to work with, otherwise the colors would smudge and they look very shabby. Make sure you're loading very little paint onto your stencil brush and then dabbing it onto a different surface before you stencil. There I have a little blended colors, and then I'm removing the washi tape. So this is how my stenciled coaster looks. I took the inspiration from the Moroccan tiles that are available in the market. So I'm creating a little foxwood Moroccan tiles kind of effect to this. Now I'm going ahead with another coaster and another design. repeating the same process as I go. I maintained the similar border and base color, and the designs are different for all the 4 coasters. This way we have uniformity as well as newness in everything. So this is how I've done for all the 4 coasters. So few tips that we have to keep in mind while stenciling is, make sure your stencil doesn't move. I'm pressing hard over to the surface, but if that is not possible for you, make sure you're securing the stencil using a tape or a washi tape so that it doesn't move from its place. And the second tip is not to take too much paint, and the third tip is to be patient and maintain the stability. So these 3 things would help you stencil well. So I'm done with 2 coasters. A little paint seeped in from the plaster. This is what I was talking about. Make sure your plaster is burnished properly. So there we go. I would adjust the colors again and paint the other things as well. So now I'm taking a little white paint and again dry brushing over the wooden stain, again to make it look like very worn out thing. So for dry brushing as well, take as little paint as possible or no paint as possible, and then quickly do the process. I've only done painting and coloring over one side. The other side I've just left it with the wooden stain because that wouldn't be shown. Once everything is done, I would varnish it at least twice, giving time between drying. Let them dry naturally so that everything would be intact. So this is how my tile looked. I hope you like this quick DIY, and make sure you check out what Ranjita has made for the prompt stenciling. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye.